Alright, good evening, worst man. So, before I begin, want to make sure everything is loud and clear. Can you hear my voice clear enough? Does the video game music overlap my voice? All crystal clear? Okay. So yeah, welcome to Dynasty Warriors 5 Xtreme Legends. Earlier tonight, we actually had a showcase for Dynasty Warriors Origins from Tokyo Game Show, and I don't want to talk about it while we were streaming Destiny mode. And in general, I will say Dynasty Warriors Origins look like a big Destiny mode. It's a giant Destiny mode in one game. That's what Dynasty Warriors Origins came out as I watched the showcase earlier tonight. So we're going to play as the protagonist of Dynasty, or we're going to make the protagonist from Origins in this game. So we don't really have a name, but he's always referred to as Shujinko during the showcase, which means protagonist in Japanese. So we are going to name him that way, Shujinko. Okay, so let's make our character.
So you're here to try and bring an end to the chaos.
I'll try.
Yes, you appear to possess considerable talent indeed. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What name do you go by in this world?
Shujinko.
Forgive an old man for asking, but what gender are you?
Of course, the male.
Could you please describe your facial
The
features?
character creation suite is very limited in this game, so I'm trying to do my best to make Shujinko look like how he is in Dynasty Warriors Origins. So I'm going to use the default hairstyle. I feel like this is the closest thing to Shujinko from Origins. The face. Yeah, we're going to go with the regular face.
How would you describe your body type?
Yeah, let's just go with the regular body type. He's a bit tall, so I'll make him slightly tall.
What would you say your voice sounds like?
We don't actually have heard a voice from Shujinko, so let's go with calm. I do like calm voice.
By the way,
Okay,
what type of weapon are you most familiar with?
let's pick the weapon. We have a sword, a spear, and a pike. Since he was first introduced with a sword, so we are going to go with the sword.
Finally,
Alright, this is
who
the
do you wish to serve?
the more challenging one. Who do I pick to serve? So if you watch the showcase, the story for Dynasty Warriors Origins is going to be like choose your own allegiance kind of story. So Shujinko can pick either Shu, Wei, or Wu depending on which battles he participates. So you can kind of make your own choice. So I'm more of a Wei guy, as you guys know, so I'm gonna pick Wei. Considering he has a very similar weapon to Cao Cao, so we're gonna serve Cao Cao.
Indeed. Would you say this describes you accurately?
Yep.
Excellent. You appear to have extraordinary potential. However, whether you realize that potential is all up to how you live your life. It will be interesting to see how you choose.
Hello, Tantia, welcome. And Cher, hello. Shujinko from Mortal Kombat. We cannot make an old man here. So yeah, welcome to the stream. I want to play some Dynasty Warriors 5 Destiny mode, and also talk a bit about what we saw in TGS. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening here. Hello, Gaming Montel. Good to see you again. It's been a while. I do lurk on your stream sometimes. Yeah, we can only have 2 skills, so let's just do normal attacks. I haven't seen the TGS, but I did see the trailer though. Gameplay looks promising. Yeah, let's talk about that while we stream. I really want to talk about that. So yeah, we don't have a... How's it been? I'm doing good. I just finished Seigubasa 4 Sumeragi live stream series, and I'm doing one more video in Seigubasa 2 Heroes. After that, we're going to do other videos than Seigubasa. I think I've done enough for Seigubasa this year. So, okay, we don't have a black colored outfit. So let's go with purple. He does wear dark colored outfit, so let's go with purple instead. Oh, did I change it? Yeah. Let's go with purple. That's the closest thing to a dark colored. No black. That's hello, mini spag. Nice joke. So yeah, before I give my thoughts on what we saw for Dynasty Warriors Origins at TGS, I want you guys to tell me what are your thoughts so far, if you have seen the showcase for TGS.
We shall join the coalition against the Yellow Turbans and march on their base in Xi. Our target is the Yellow Turban leader, Zhang Zhao. The Yellow Turbans are mere peasants who cannot hope to compete against our elite troops. Once we finish them, the
hello,
land
Chi, welcome.
will come to know our names. I haven't seen you around here before. You must be our latest recruit. I am Cao Cao. I trust you will do your best in our efforts to bring an
We still
end
have Cao
to
Cao.
chaos. We are to rush the enemy camp and eliminate their officer. Officers are vital to any army. I'm counting on you for this mission. Begin preparations to march. Your might may be the key to our eventual control of the land. I am depending on you to ensure our victory.
Alright. You can depend on me, Cao Cao. Alright, missions. Enemy KO 50 and achieve victory. Alright, let's try that. Why do I think that Cao Cao is a good hero in
Follow me.
disguise?
We shall crush them beneath us. Stay close to me if you wish to see another day.
Alright, Cao Cao. You better finish this stage quick then. We don't have any charge attacks. Or musou attack. We're stuck with normal attacks. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, Orchi. Dynasty Warriors Origins is just Destiny mode in one full game. Except you cannot customize your character other than the weapon of choice.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Origins is going to be fire. Animation and graphic-wise, it looks amazing. But the gameplay doesn't really vibe with me. I'm not really sold with the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors Origins, to be honest. Now, I could be wrong, because it's one of those instances where I feel like I need to experience the gameplay for myself.
Take this. And don't tell me you don't need it.
Yes, Satsa, I'm not a tsundere, okay? Bigglescock, welcome, welcome. If you want to, so far, Montel, if you want a good Dynasty Warriors game, Dynasty Warriors 8, or 5, or 7.
We have no choice.
choice! Retreat! Follow them! We shall show them no mercy!
Or even better, Warriors Origins 3
I
Ultimate.
defeated an officer.
9 was trash, yeah. I don't even touch 9 anymore.
This should be sufficient. Time to move to the next objective.
Would you prefer Dynasty Warriors 6 combat system or Dynasty Warriors 9 combat system? This might be a surprise to you. I prefer Dynasty Warriors 6 combat system. And put the R1. Okay, one good thing. I will say one good thing that Dynasty Warriors 9 and Dynasty Warriors Origins applied in the combat system is the R1. I feel like the R1 abilities should be a standard for Dynasty Warriors. Or like for musou games to come. I'm glad that it's still a thing in Warriors games, later Warriors games like Dynasty Warriors 9, Samurai Warriors 5, and especially their spin-off titles, whether it's Hyrule Warriors or One Piece Pirate Warriors. Does this game have skill set? More or less. It doesn't have a skill tree though. You're set with certain moves.
You won't get by us without a fight.
Who's our commander here? Zhang Bao. Alright, let me finish this battle first. Then let's talk. Oh, Ancient Heroes, yeah, it goes really hard. Though this is my... Here's the thing. Ancient Heroes is probably my least favorite Yellow Turban music. Not that the music is bad.
Fall back. We must
It's just that
conserve our strength.
I don't vibe the Yellow Turban Rebellion with this music. This feels like a... This sounds like if the Yellow Turban is having a beach party. It's a good song, don't get me wrong. It's a good song. It's just that I don't think this music fits the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Oh, hello, Liao Hua. Alright, let's finish Zhang Bao. Come on, let's finish Zhang Bao. Yeah, not having a charge attack or a musou attack is pretty damn difficult. Oh, don't run from me. There you go.
I defeated an officer.
I just read the DMC3 manga. I hate it when the manga covers the story a lot deeper than the game. Understandable.
Finish them off in no time.
Liao Hua is the greatest Dynasty Wars character to never be added. Disney mode. Yeah, I almost got killed. I survived. And I achieved both missions.
Your efforts today were clearly above and beyond those required of a normal soldier. From the next battle on, I shall entrust you with even more important tasks. Be ready.
Got promoted.
Here, take this. With this blade, you should be able to perform even greater deeds on the battlefield than ever before. Do not let me down.
I am honored, Cao Cao. Then we got the General Sword. I can't help but think Shujinko Hello, Morphe. Yeah, Shujinko in Japanese means protagonist. So yeah, if you see Shujinko in Mortal Kombat, that's because he was the protagonist of Mortal Kombat Deception. Charge. No, I can't use a musou. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. Reveal, scout. Alright, let's use scout. And of course the health. I have so much catching up to do when I get back. Yeah. To quote a generic officer from from Warriors Origins, I have some catching up to do. Alright, so I want to talk about the gameplay first. Alright, do we have a different appearance? Well, we don't have a different outfit. So, what I've seen from the showcase of Dynasty Warriors Origins in TGS, I want to go over the positive first. Visual-wise, amazing. Animation, like the moves, how characters perform combat, remarkable. Character designs, most of them look good. Some of them some of them I don't really like, but most of the character designs look amazing. They reuse a lot of the Dynasty Warriors 9 Dynasty Warriors 9 designs. Usually I would complain about that, but no. I do think the Dynasty Warriors 9 character designs are amazing. If there are two things in Dynasty Warriors 9 that was really well done, that were really well done by Omega Force. One, the character design. Two, the music. Other than that, yeah, we all know the story. But yeah, I didn't mind the fact that they're using a lot of Dynasty Warriors 9 character designs, officer designs in Dynasty Warriors Origins, because they do look good, right? And this is coming from a guy who plays every Sengoku Basa game. If you notice, in Sengoku Basa, all of the characters kept their default outfits. The only difference is their alternate outfits, right? Now, that's a positive. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Media spec. Dynasty Warriors 9 costume screams DW 4 and 5. Some of them 3, yeah, but it screams old school Dynasty Warriors games in a modern era, which I really like that. You know, I really like. I mean, Dynasty Warriors 9 costumes still look anime, still look fantasy, but it has that level of ground that we are used to with the older PS2 games, which is why I think they are really good. Now, the story is going to be a reboot. The story will cover Yellow Turban only, from Yellow Turban to Chibi. I wonder where I heard that before. Okay, now honestly, 2 years ago I pitched an idea for Dynasty Warriors to make a trilogy where the first of the trilogy should be the early stages of the Three Kingdoms. So it's Yellow Turban to Chibi. Why? So I take ideas we take ideas from Samurai Warriors 5. So I was kind of like predicting, if Samurai Warriors 5 is rebooted, Samurai Warriors was rebooted in 5, where they covered only Nobunaga's era, then if Koei and Omega Force is going to reboot Dynasty Warriors, probably they're going to end at Chibi, because that's like the first big battle of that's like the first big battle which involved all three kingdoms, Shu, Wei, and Wu. And I feel like that's a perfect battle to stop the story if you want to cover only the earlier parts of the story, right? Dynasty Warriors 7 is still the best for me. Dynasty Warriors 7 is an amazing game. It's my third best. I like Dynasty Warriors 8 better, but Dynasty Warriors 7 is still a game that I come back to. Yeah, so honestly, it's a no-brainer that they're going to cover only from Yellow Turban to Chibi, right? And the way the story goes, because you're mainly focusing on Shujinko, Shujinko can pick 3 different routes or 3 different endings. You can be Wei Officer, you can be... Well, they're not called Wei, Wu, and Shu, but we always refer them to Wei, Wu, and Shu. You can pick You can follow Cao Cao, you can follow Sun, the Sun family, Sun Jian or Sun Quan, and you can follow Liu Bei. So the game has that freedom. Another thing I do like is that I do like the fact that Dynasty Warriors Origins or Omega Force is embracing the action RPG aspect of musou games. Take Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada or Fate Samurai Legends. Spirit of Sanada is a good example. So Spirit of Sanada is a Samurai Warriors spin-off where it focuses on the Sanada clan, and it's like an action RPG instead of your regular musou games, right? Instead of like picking a stage and then play through each battle. So it has like that semi-open world side quest or side activities that you can do. And I'm really glad that Dynasty Warriors Origins decide to embrace that. You have this like map where you can travel, right? Where you're like, the map kind of reminds me of an RPG. Like the map kind of reminds me a bit of Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask. So you have this map where you can go from certain points and then join certain battles. Like for example, in the showcase, we saw Shujinko travel to Guan and join Cao Cao to fight Yuan Shao. So that's how the story is going to be played. You kind of like it's like a mini empires mode where you, as a vagabond, but you play the role as a vagabond, traveling from one place to another and then joining certain forces and battle. Right now, the amount like the ending of the story depends on which side you join the most. Right? I do like that approach. I do like the fact that, like I said, we have R1 mechanics in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I feel like that should be a standard for Warriors games going forward. As much as I dislike Dynasty Warriors 9, Warriors Origins 4, Samurai Warriors 5, I do like the fact that those games have R1 mechanics, like the R1 attacks or the R1 skills, and they kept that for other musou games as well, like in Persona 5 Strikers or One Piece Pirate Warriors. I do like that, and I feel like that should be a thing moving forward for the Dynasty or Samurai Warriors or musou games in general. Now, let's go to the things that I'm concerned with. First of all, the combat. The combat, I'm not vibing with the combat. The reason why I said I'm not vibing or I'm very skeptical with how the combat looks, again, I can only evaluate from what I've seen in the showcase, right? Okay, Action King. I can only evaluate what I see in the showcase. The combat feels like, considering in the showcase, they showed a lot of the officers battle, like you fighting enemy officers, and they focus more on fighting enemy officers. It seems like the structure of the combat revolves around fighting one enemy officers or like fighting enemy generals. And it's something that I usually see in Soulsborne games, right? Considering, in the showcase, you have a dodge, like the fact that you can dodge and flip all over the place, because it reminds me a lot of Wukong. And not to mention, in the showcase, Shujinko was wielding a staff, so it really reminded me of Wukong. So the combat revolves around fighting big bosses or like fighting enemy generals in a typical Soulsborne-like combat. Now, I don't really... Again, I need to play it for myself to fully evaluate whether I do think it's a good idea or not, but from what I've seen, animation-wise looks good, but I'm not really a big fan of applying this mechanic to a Warriors or hack and slash game. Because the thing with Warriors games is that it's kind of like classic beat 'em up games. You're fighting a horde of enemies. You're not fighting few or like you're not fighting one or few enemies at the same time. You're mostly fighting a horde of enemies. Now, I do I do like the fact that Koei is attempting to make the game more challenging by making enemy officers and generals be the bigger threat. Because I've gone on record to say I don't like how you can one-shot enemy commanders, you can one-shot enemy generals. So on that aspect, I do appreciate what they're doing. I've seen the Lubu battle, and Lubu feels like a legit boss battle. On that aspect, I'm glad they're taking notes. But the overall combat, I'm still worried about it because I don't really like applying Soulsborne mechanic in a Warriors game or in a hack and slash game. I don't mind having a dodge. It's just that the way it's presented in TGS was like it was like Soulsborne combat in a musou game. The last time they attempted to do this was in Dynasty Warriors 9, and you know how it goes, right? Now, I'm not saying this game looks as terrible as Dynasty Warriors 9 in terms of gameplay. I think they do make improvement on what they had in Dynasty Warriors 9, but it still worries me. That's number one. Number two, musou attacks. Have you... sorry if I need to drink some water. Hold on. Let me drink some water first. Have you guys noticed, if you watch the TGS or any other showcase of gameplay, have you all noticed that, so you have two different musou attacks. You have the regular musou attacks, and then you have the ultimate musou attacks. Just came back from the TGS stream. Hello, Tohu. Welcome. You're just in time. I'm talking about it right now. Have you noticed that, again, you have two musou attacks. You have the regular musou attacks and then the ultimate musou attacks. Have you noticed that the musou attacks... I'm going to start with the ultimate musou attacks first. Have you noticed that the ultimate musou attacks are nothing but AoE with invisible shockwave? It's like one big slash, and then it's like one big slash to an AoE. It lacked particle effect whatsoever. And that made musou attacks very monotonous. So ultimate musou attacks. So the musou attacks are like kung fu martial art moves with almost no particle effect whatsoever. And then the big boom of the musou attack is a forward stab or a or a slight AoE. But for the ultimate musou attack, it's a big AoE attack. I don't really like this because it makes musou attacks monotonous. Now, yeah, it makes musou attack very monotonous. Oh, were those the finishers? I'm not talking... Okay, the finishers, they do have finishers, like in Dynasty Warriors 9 and Samurai Warriors 4. I do like that. I'm gonna say I do like the finishers, right? When you stun an enemy and then you perform a finisher, I do like that. That's something that they did apply in Samurai Warriors 4, and they applied it here as well, so I do like that a lot. What I'm talking about is the musou attacks. The musou attacks looks very bland. There are lacking of particle effects. And why I have this problem, and why is it a problem for me, is that... Sorry. If every character has this AoE attack with shockwaves, then you make characters monotonous. You make characters, or you devoid any personality through gameplay and characters. Now, someone on Discord argued with me, well, that's because you're a Sengoku Basara fan. And you don't like this kind of more grounded... No, yes, one, I am a Sengoku Basara fan. Two, it doesn't disprove my point that musou attacks are bland and monotonous. Even compare it to older Dynasty Warriors games. And the reason why I don't like, and the reason why I'm not a big fan of this is because you're taking away personality, or you're devoiding of any impact or any style whatsoever. To me, personally, in every action hack and slash game, moves need to be impactful. Moves need to have that pizzazz or that flash can catch your attention. Having an AoE attack with almost no particle effects whatsoever, devoid of any impact or style whatsoever. Like I said, it makes the move very bland and monotonous. And a friend of mine, Guan, okay, I don't know if you're watching this, he made a good point. I don't know why Omega Force, and if this was done to make the attacks look more realistic, I don't know why Koei and Omega Force have this obsession or like have this this weird idea of constantly making Dynasty Warriors look realistic. They tried to do that in Dynasty Warriors 6, they tried to do that in Dynasty Warriors 9, and looks like they're trying to do it again in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I don't get, I don't understand what this do. Like, what does it do for Dynasty Warriors if you make it more realistic? I don't think it does anything. If anything, from what we've seen in past games like Dynasty Warriors 6 and Dynasty Warriors 9, it actually damages more. It actually does more harm than good. Good old strawman argument. I mean, you can read it on Discord, Brandon. Yeah, that was my biggest concern about musou attacks. Another thing is that how many playable characters, like when I say playable characters other than Shujinko, are playable? So from what I've heard is that you can only pick 11 secondary characters. Like when I say secondary characters, I mean the characters that we all know from Dynasty Wars. So for Wei, you can play Shahudun, Guojia, and Zhang Liao. For Wu, you can play Zhou Yu, Sun Shangxiang, and Huang Gai. For Shu, it's Zhao Yun, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei. And for others, it's Diao Chan and Lu Bu. And from what I've heard, again, this is taken with a grain of salt. From what I've heard, or from the showcase was implying, that these are the only characters you can play, other than Shujinko. So the rest are NPCs. And Tecmo Boss, who was in TGS right now, or today, he's in Tokyo for TGS, he told me that Sun Jian is an NPC. Yeah. So, looks like we are going to get so many unique NPCs. For sure, so they showcased the Battle of Guan Du, right? They showcased the Battle of Guan Du. I am 100% sure Zhang He is a unique NPC. Considering Zhang He is using a cloned, or he's using Ma Chao's spear. Zenji, we also saw Zenji, and she's using Zhang He's throwing knives from Dynasty Warriors 9. I'm willing to guess that Genji and Zhang He are unique NPCs. Right? Because their design and their gameplay screams NPC. That's what I got. So yeah, we have duels back. Great. Okay, I do like duels in Dynasty Warriors 4 and 6. Yeah, we can play as Tiger Daddy. Oh yeah, and that was something I noticed as well, Cher. Sun Jian looks fucking old in that game. Like, they made Huang Gai younger. He's back with a black beard, but Sun Jian, and there's a screenshot of Sun Jian with Cheng Pu and Cheng Pu and Han Dang, and the dude looks older than Cheng Pu and Han Dang. Hell, the dude looks older than Huang Gai in the game. Like, what? Sun Jian is a grandpa. Now, I know Sun Jian is a DILF in older games with the white hair, but even with the white hair, he doesn't look that old. He looks like a daddy. But in Dynasty Warriors Origins, Sun Jian looks like an absolute grandpa. But yeah, and then Liu Bei looks like a teenager. Like Liu Bei, they made Liu Bei way younger now. Cao Cao looks like a younger version of Nobunaga. I mean, I don't really mind that. But yeah, those are my concerns. The combat, mostly about the combat and the gameplay like the gameplay itself, because I've seen so many people saying, "Oh, Dynasty Warriors Origins is so hype. I'm so ready." Like, I can't wait to play this game, or like, this is gonna be the best Dynasty Warriors game. No. Okay, stop. I said stop. Stop. Okay, I'm not going to I don't want to be that guy who kills the excitement, but we need to, as far as Warriors games concerned, we need to make our expectations very moderate, or we need to put our expectations realistically, because from what we've seen in the last 3 Warriors games, Dynasty Warriors 9, Warriors Origins 4, and Summer Wars 5, they did not deliver. They do not deliver a good game, and they don't deliver. And these games were, by the community, overhyped as well. Oh, Dynasty Warriors 9 is gonna be amazing. Origins 4 is gonna be amazing. Summer Wars 5 is gonna be reboot. It's gonna be amazing. And then what happened? I don't need to explain it anymore. So yeah, could Dynasty Warriors Origins be a good game? Possibly. Do I want it to be a good game? Absolutely. I want Dynasty Warriors Origins to be an amazing game. But could it also be a terrible game? Yeah. Or at the very least, it's going to be mediocre, like Summer Wars 5. Right? Yeah, exactly. History often repeated itself, and it's usually repeated. History is often repeated from people who just who practice insanity. You know what insanity is, right, Brandon? Doing the exact same thing over and over again and expect a different result. In most cases for Dynasty and Summer Warriors, one more thing. I know this is going to be a tired topic in the community. Clothes. So your character can use any weapon that he wants. You can use Shao Lun's weapon, you can use Guan Yu's weapon, you can use Sun Sangqiang's weapon, you can use... It's a created character, right? It's a created character without the creation. So that's another thing I don't like. If your character can use any weapons that you want, why not just make him fully customizable? Or if he's a fixed character, then at least if he can switch weapons, at least give this guy a personality. Give this guy a set of weapons that showcase his personality. And one of the things I always mention is that weapons and movesets should be part of a character's identity. Now, again, I use Sengoku Basara as an example because I always consider that as a good example. Sengoku Basara, from 1 to 4, characters mostly kept their weapons, right? Some characters have changes, like Ieyasu had a glow up, Oichi changed her weapons from the dual Naginatas to the Shadow Hands. But for most of the cast, they stay true to their weapons and because in any game with weapons, whether it's action games, hack and slash, musou, fighting games, weapons are part of character's identity. Masamune wielding 6 swords should not be changed because that is part of his identity. Yukimura's dual spears are part of his identity. Kojuro's dual katanas are part of his identity. Nobunaga's sword and shotgun are part of Nobunaga's identity in Sengoku Basara. And that should be the same in Dynasty and Summer Wars. Summer Wars 1 to 4, before Summer Wars 5. Nobunaga wielding the demon sword is part of his identity. Yukimura's spear is part of his identity. Mitsuhide's katana is part of his identity. Now, the argument is that, we need to change weapons so that it's not boring. Or so that it's not the same game over and over again. Or it's not the same gameplay and over again. You can change the gameplay without changing the character's identity. If you want to have the gameplay better, you can surely do that. You can surely bring changes to the gameplay without changing the character's identity. Or like, you get what I'm saying, right? My biggest problem with characters' weapon lately is that a lot of characters, some characters kept their weapons because some characters weapons are part of their identity. Like, for example, Zhao Yun with the spear, with the dragon spear. Zhao Yun's dragon spear is already part of his identity. Can you imagine Zhao Yun wielding any weapon other than the spear? Or Guan Yu's green dragon is part of his identity. Can you imagine Guan Yu wielding any other weapon that's part of his that is not the green dragon or the blue dragon? Lu Bu has a halberd. Yes, Lu Bu has a shuriken in Dynasty Warriors 6, but he's more iconic with the halberd than the I have to call it the shuriken, right? Because it's already part of his identity. These characters kept their weapon. I get some characters have their weapon changes, and it became even when you change some character's weapon, it became part of their identity. Like Zhou Yu with the staff. Zhou Yu is great with the sword, he's great with the staff. And both weapons reflect his identity. Now some characters constantly get a change of weapon. Example, Gan Ning. Right? Gan Ning, Koei and Omega Force can't decide what weapon to be wielded for Gan Ning. He has changed weapons from Dynasty Warriors 6 to 9. I'm just saying that weapons should be part of your character's identity. If you're going to make a change, at least make change for the good. Most times for Warriors games, they make change for the worse. I give another example, like let's say Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is a franchise that has existed almost 30 years now. Can you imagine Siegfried wielding any other weapon than a great sword? Can you imagine Mitsurugi wielding any other weapon than a katana? Can you imagine Raphael not wielding his rapier? Can you imagine Voldo not wielding his claws? Why? Because their weapons and movesets are part of their identity. You get what I'm saying here, right? Yeah, Shao Kahn with the base was good. What do you mean you don't want to see Keiji with a Queen's Parasol? Oh yeah, Masamune, I know. Masamune did have a weapon change from Summer Wars 1 to 2. And there's a theory about that, Meespag. There's a theory that Koei gave Masamune a sword and 2 guns as a jab to Capcom's version of Masamune. Because Capcom's version of Masamune is basically Sengoku Basara's... He's basically Dante in Sengoku Basara with 6 swords. So Koei might took a jab on that and give Masamune Dante-like weapons, a sword and 2 guns. Alright? So yeah, there it goes. That's my overall opinion about Dynasty Warriors Origins. Let's continue the game. Save it first. I mean, we can still talk about Dynasty Warriors Origins. Hello, Alberto. Welcome to the stream.
We must make preparations to strike Yuan Shao at Guandu. Although their army is large, with that fool at the helm, they do not stand a chance against us. Once we defeat Yuan Shao, we shall conquer the land from the Central Plains to Huabei. It is time to finally bring an end to this relic of the old world. We must occupy the enemy base. Although a base is immobile, it has a large effect on the entire battle. Taking it down quickly is of the utmost importance.
It
Our
is
sources
sick.
indicate that the enemy is busy constructing a supply base. They must be digging themselves in.
Yeah, Cao Cao.
Destroying it will surely crush their spirit.
Yeah, I will say, the Fist moveset looks good, animation-wise. All of the animation in that game and visuals are amazing.
I am depending on you to ensure our victory.
Okay, let's see. Scout. Kaupi. Yeah, Xiaodun's design. Though I prefer Xiaodun's design in 9. I do like when Xiaodun has this blue and yellow pattern. Well, he's wearing blue and black pattern. Kind of like what he wore in Dynasty Warriors 7. I don't think okay, where are we? What's the condition? Cao Cao's never gets old. Yep. Alright, so let's Officer KO and Technical KO and... Oh, okay, you can only pick 2. Yeah, achieve victory and maybe Technical KO. On second thought, nah, Officer KO.
Follow me. We shall crush them beneath us.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to change the weapon. Restart. Yeah, I forgot to change the weapon.
We must make...
As I said, Dynasty Warriors Origins is just Destiny mode in one game. Objectives. It's not confirmed, but the way it was presented, it was referring, like, it was inferring to that way. It was presented in a way where you can play as 9 plus, like 11 characters plus the MC.
Follow me. We shall crush them beneath us.
Be right back. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Well, Zhonghe has a redesign. Zhonghe and Zenji had redesigns, and they're unique NPCs. Oh. Oh god, I got a heavy weapon. Well, thanks a lot, Cao Cao. Thanks for giving me a slow-ass heavy weapon. Yeah, one thing I don't like about Dynasty Warriors 5 is the weapon weight system. It feels so unnecessary. Yeah, again, I'm just saying, I'm not sold with Dynasty Warriors Origins. Especially if Koei is going to charge that $70 to $80. No, I'm not going to pay $70 and $80 or $70 to $80 for Dynasty Warriors Origins. Only based from what we've seen so far in TGS. Considering Koei's track record on charging games, you know for a fact they're gonna charge that for $60 or like for $70 to $80.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Why it's slow? Because I got the heavy weapon.
Looks like they've arrived. Let's go and greet them.
So what's my objectives again? Okay, Officer Chaos. Good enough.
I defeated an officer.
Oh, your victory was...
Yeah, the affinity, like the affinity system, for me personally, I don't really mind it. But I do understand why you don't like it. It's a way for Koei to apply weapon swapping or give the necessity or make the weapon swapping necessary Honestly, I don't really want. If it was up to me, I'd take down the weapon swapping system altogether. I just have characters be their own thing. Yeah, like you said, Meatspag, it forced weapon switching. Did we get all of them? Did we get all Officer KO? Okay.
Everybody, halt! We must rest for a moment.
That starting weapon, hello Crimson. Yeah, this is a heavy weapon as well.
This should be sufficient. Time to move to the next objective.
The base belongs to us now.
Alright, let's finish this battle. You won show. You won shall.
Excellent work in scouting the enemy position.
Alright, time to finish this battle. Though Dynasty Warriors 8 is still an amazing game. I still consider that game to be the best for Dynasty Warriors. Come on. A supply captain. No, remember the mission. Never got to play Seven Empires? I played it a bit. Well, I can emulate it now in RPCS 3.
Belongs to
there
us
you go.
Now.
Added so much content? Yeah.
At this rate, we shall finish them off in no time.
Oh, 8 Empires is good. You know, I think that's the best Empires game. Granted, you have less events for stratagems, but everything else, like, you have a lot more customization in 8 Empires. That's why I really like that game. And not to mention, speaking of Empires, the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors Origins was built from Empires, I feel like, because you have a lot of stratagems being applied there.
You should feel privileged.
Yeah, I need to start making characters again.
Valuable lesson in tactics. Watch and learn how Cao approaches a battle.
That's a line of the ages, right? Watch and learn how Cao approaches a battle. Yeah, I know how you approach a battle, Cao. You moo. Interrogate, okay. Leather jerkin. Thank you, Cao. Wish they did it again instead of just awkward standing and removing UI.
To turn the tide of war in our favor, we must destroy the enemy from within. I feel you are the perfect candidate to carry out this plot. You will pretend to go and serve them and join their ranks. When the time comes, you will rise up and turn against them. Can you handle this task?
Serve Machao of Liu-based forces. You have to hide your true allegiance and serve Machao. Should we accept this task from Cao Cao? Yeah, I need to play Empires again. My save file was lost, unfortunately. I had a lot of character creation there, from original to Dynasty Wars Blast, and also anime characters. It's unfortunate that it's lost. Deceiving Machao. It's a tempting offer. Why not?
Yes, I believe that you can successfully carry out this mission. Our future depends on your success.
Yeah, we snuck at Liu Bei's army. Now we serve Machao. Okay, musou. Now we have the ability to perform musou attacks. Yeah, this outfit, not a big fan. I do like the pants though. I'll just keep it this way. Let's wear green to fit in with the Shu army. Save it here.
The situation before us is most serious. We must manage to lose Cao Cao's pursuit and quickly lead our people to safety in the lands of Jiangling. I cannot simply abandon those who have served me so faithfully. Listen to me, my troops. Lend me your strength. We must lead our people to safety.
He wasn't
Nice to meet you.
Tonkied early.
I am Ma Chao, and I'm in charge of this unit. Together, we must constantly strive to bring justice to this troubled land. Some of our allies have been surrounded by the enemy. We must break through enemy lines, meet up with our unit, and secure our escape route from the area. The enemy camp is filled with many of its elite troops. They should not prove to be a problem, but we must remain alert. Now go and deal with this threat. Now let's go! I'm interested to see you prove yourself as a worthy member of this army.
Profar, if you don't know, there's a Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm mobile on Play Store. Yeah, I know. Don't. I know. Okay. I know that Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm is now in a mobile game, and honestly, it goes to show how far technology has come. But at the same time, I don't think Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games are the. I know it's a PS3 game, right? You're essentially playing a PS3 game on mobile, but even for a PS3 game, I think Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm wasn't really pushing the system to its limit, right? I would be more... I mean, you have... I feel like you have other mobile games that, graphic-wise, look way better than Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. The first Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, by the way. Like, Genshin Impact, in my opinion, looks way better than Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Zenless Zone Zero. A lot of these MiHoYo gacha games look more impressive than Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Not to mention, they are open world. So Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, a PS3 game being in mobile, doesn't really surprise me that much. It's astonishing. Don't get me wrong. It's astonishing that we have PS3 games on mobile, but. Love ZZZ, playing it now. Nice. It's astonishing that we have a PS3 game being played on mobile. Just goes to show how the technology has developed. But it's not the most impressive game in terms of visuals to push the PS3 to its limit, if you know what I'm saying. Speaking of Machao, I was playing as him this morning. Shadowrunner makes... Oh yeah, Shadowrunner Machao is broken. Okay, let's see. Let's tactical KO and find letters. Yeah, let's use the long fork. Hey, how many combos? Yeah, let's use the long fork.
Hurry! Our friends are in danger!
This music brings so much memories. Pre-ordering a bomb, playing ZZZ. Yeah, I can command troops right now.
We shall deal with you, ourselves. We shall deal with you ourselves. Hey, I defeated an officer.
Captain Shujinko. You actually made me want to play Mortal Kombat Deception.
I defeated an officer.
Maybe I'll stream that in the near future. That's a weird weapon, yeah. And also, hello, Saber Ryuji. Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about Dynasty Warriors Origins. Okay. Yeah, hey bro, I defeated an officer. Yeah, Shingsai got a sword instead, which I actually prefer Shingsai with a sword than the fork owl.
We've managed to locate the enemy base.
It must not have been an easy task to see through our plan.
What's the mission again? Find letters and tactical KO.
I have taken the enemy base. We must hold our position.
Wait, how do I do a tactical KO? Personal. Interrogate.
The enemy's here. We must stop their advance.
I'm siding with Chu. I'm actually siding with Wei. But I'm pretending to side with Chu.
I defeated an officer! Hey! I defeated an officer!
Darn! Looks like we have to pull back! After them! Our victory is near!
Hey! I defeated an officer!
You naughty backstabber. Where's the gate captain?
Now we know where the enemy is hiding.
Let's go to South South.
The base belongs to us now.
Yeah, they're going full Dynasty Wars 4 story mode here. With his bag. Everyone joins in since Yellow Turban.
Sir.
Yeah, exactly. It's Destiny mode. Anything can, anything is possible.
I defeated an officer.
I hate to admit it, but we must retreat for now.
Pursuit is the wisest strategy here. Now, press the attack.
Retreat! It's too early for us to surrender just yet.
Pursuit is the wisest strategy here.
Yeah,
Now,
Jiang Wei's first stage in
press
DW3
the
is
attack.
Changban.
We've managed to locate the enemy base.
Well, there's South South and his goons.
Only that strength. Fine.
And what do you mean, if only? I am. You're the one who sent me here, South South.
The enemy's here. We must stop their advance.
Officer. Hey, I defeated an officer.
Alright, I get to defeat South South.
An officer. Hey, I defeated an officer.
I am Cow Cow. All life is. Yours just a little sooner. I like that line. Well, yeah, Shujinko in Japanese, Ryuji, means protagonist. So yeah, I'm referring him as Shujinko because that's what he was referred to during the showcase. Shujinko.
I hate to admit it, but we must retreat for now. After them! Our victory is near!
Yeah, in literal terms, Shujinko means protagonist. At the most intense battle on Chibi Wu's side as well, absolutely everyone died except Sun Quan. Managed to get 2k KOs and getting all checkpoints. Morale never felt more important. Good. Yeah, I didn't get the tactical KO. Oh well.
You were really quite impressive out there. Definitely worthy of being a member of my army. I hope that you will continue to serve us proudly.
I got no rewards after all my services. Okay. Let's use white instead of green. So basically, Shujinko in Mortal Kombat is just mean protagonist. Exactly. Shujinko in Mortal Kombat literally means protagonist. Because he was the protagonist in Mortal Kombat Deception.
These past few years, Jing has been engulfed in the flames of war. And now, Wu has decided to come and attack us here at Xiangyang. A country is made up of its people, but without a land to call its own, it will never be considered a country. We cannot afford to lose this land of Jing.
We are to find and eliminate the enemy officer. I'd love to take him on by myself, but this mission is much too important for such foolishness. The enemy camp is filled with many of its elite troops. They should not prove to be a problem.
There's the supply depot. How did they find it?
Go and deal with this threat. It is going to take all of our strength and resources to win this battle. Now, let us set out to rid the land of this chaos and create Lord Liu Bei's world of virtue.
Yeah, this is when Liu Bei. This is before Liu Bei used or found out the word benevolence. Okay, let's try. It's Fun Castle. Yeah, enemy KO and find letters. Let's use the General Sword. I know it's heavy, but I want to use that. I would name my son Shujinko. I don't want him to be an NPC.
All right, everybody,
nice.
Follow me.
This music, still one of my favorite Fun Castle themes ever. Shujinko bin Superman. Hello, Shusheng.
Retreat! It's too early for us to surrender just yet.
After them! Our victory is near!
Hey! I defeated an officer!
Ah, Ganning. Back when you were cool.
I defeated an officer!
Looks like we've got no choice. Fall back.
No, you don't.
To them. Do not let them escape.
Ah, Jingfeng.
Hey, I defeated an officer!
Oh, you helped them out. Nice work.
Now I'm really angry.
Yeah, same goes with you, Ejinx. Ah. You see how musou attacks work there? With the particle effects and the finisher? It has style, right? It has flair to it.
I hate to admit it, but we must retreat for now.
After them. Do not let them escape.
Hey, I defeated an officer!
Oh, you're back gunning. Lovely horse, yep.
Now I'm really angry.
Hey, I defeated an officer!
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Zhang Chen.
Now I'm really angry.
Was not. I need help now. Help me.
Now I'm really angry.
Tired? Here, give this a try. Ah, we must retreat! However, we shall return!
Now let's show them how a battle is supposed to be fought.
Now I'm really angry.
Oh, we need to retreat for sure. Ah, chicken.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Back in action.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
We've still got a long way to go. Rest for now.
Retreat! It's too early for us to surrender just yet.
After them! Our victory is near!
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Chicken. Yeah, Tekken 3. Tekken Force more than Tekken 3. Still one of my favorite side game, like side content for a Tekken game.
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
We have no choice. Retreat!
After them! Our victory is near!
Wait, what's the objective again? Find 3 more letters. Okay. Let's run.
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
I need to find more letters. Juran.
Fall back! We must conserve our strength!
After them. We can't let this opportunity slip through our grasp.
Hey,
Shujinko
I
has
defeated an
defeated
officer.
150 enemies. Any more messengers? Ah, we failed to obtain 5 letters. Oh well. At least I can beat more enemies. Oh damn! You have everyone here.
The battle is dragging on longer than expected. We must regroup.
After them. We shall overwhelm the opposition.
Look at how crazy this is.
Now I'm really angry. Now I'm really angry.
Oh, I'm so dead. You pissed off Wu. Or Ooh, like how they call it in Dynasty Wars 9. Man, I need health now. I hated them saying ooh. You and me both. Ah, there you are. Ah, I still need more. This is why I play the Japanese version. Yep. Or the Japanese voice. Oh yeah, this is why one of the things I like about the modern musou games, you can call a horse. You don't need to run from point A to point B. Especially when your character runs rather slow. Ah, chicken. Finally. It's back in action. The actors were trying to make the best of a bad situation. Precisely. Alright, Zugajin, you first.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Dynasty Warriors Origins. We'll see who voices characters in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I read an article, by the way. Shujinko, for Japanese voice actors, Shujinko is voiced by Jun Fukuyama. So there's that. Shujinko will have Lelouch's voice. Or you can see it as Lelouch, or you can see it as Hideaki from Sengoku Basara. Lumang is the commander for this battle, as it should. Oh, there's Grandpa Huang guy. Or more like Yukio Okumura in Blue Exorcist. That too. Ouch. Oh, Huang guy is the commander? I thought Lumang was the commander. Hello, them gods. Good old days right here.
This victory is a result of our desire and dedication.
Well, I thought Lu Meng was the commander. Turns out I was wrong.
You were really
The
quite
chances
impressive out
the chances
there.
of the Shujinko pulling out
Definitely
a
worthy of
comically
being
large
a
hot
member
pot
of
as a
my
musou are
army.
low,
I
but
hope
never
that
zero.
You will continue to serve us proudly. I would like for you to have this spear. I hope that you will use it to continue our fight against the chaos. Follow the path straight and true, like the spear itself.
All right, Silver Stallion, nice. Tactical robe. River Sword, nice, nice, nice. Oh, let's see. This looks nice. Let's use this outfit instead. Color. There's a black one. Now he looks like the Shujinko from Dynasty Warriors Origin with the black outfit. Save. Let's go.
In our battle at Xiangyang, we suffered many casualties to repel the Wu attack.
Given how
must not let
deadly
the
serious they
tragic
seem to be
sacrifice of
taking
our
the story,
fallen
it might be
comrades go in
zero.
vain.
Yeah.
It is not my desire to seize victory from this time of chaos. However, attacking the southern territories is the only way for us to bring an end to the suffering.
We have been entrusted with the task of eliminating the enemy commander. Everyone, we must overcome the enemy resistance and complete our mission. It would appear that the enemy is stationing a number of ambush troops throughout the area. The cowards. We must take care not to fall for their trap.
You tell him, Ma Chao. Alright, let's see. Enemy KO. Let's see. Achieve victory and officer KO. Let's do that. I've been switching for DW3 and 5 to play on my spare time. Nice. You should play Sengu Buster to Heroes as well, Meaty Spag. Hopefully you like that game. Alright, let's use the River Sword. Who is our opponent this time? Hopefully there's a little bit of comedy.
All right.
Intentional comedy, I
Everybody,
mean.
follow me.
We'll just have to wait and see, Brandon. This second weapon design for Gan Ning looks absolutely fantastic.
Finally! This is one battle you won't live through! Where'd these guys come from?
I love Zhang Fei's voice actor. Rest in peace, Bob Eppenbrook. You are sorely missed. Yeah, Bryce Papenbrook still continues to be a voice actor. I mean, he's in this game as well. He's Guan Ping in Dynasty Warriors 5. Also, this game has the best Guan Yu voice, in my opinion. Crispin Freeman.
We've managed to locate the enemy base. The base.
Wait, objectives again? Voice Goemon as well? Yeah, and Koroku and Kassen. Exactly. Officer Keiuchi. Yeah. I need more officers.
They've arrived! We must hold them off!
Ah, yeah, I totally forgot you can do that. I do like the C5. I do like the improvement for the combat in this game. Like, the C5s are a lot better compared to DW4. That's why I like this game better.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Who knew Itachi with a spear?
That should do it.
Was great with the spear, yeah. Oh, gate is still close. Guan Yu has been defeated. Lovely.
We've managed to locate the enemy base. The base belongs to us now.
Also, the Dynasty Warriors 6 costumes in Org 2 PSP and Org Z, Liu Bei has a mustache with his Dynasty Warriors 6 outfit, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I do like that. Warriors Org 1 and 2, Guan Yu is still voiced by Dave B. Mitchell, but Dan Warren still voiced Liu Bei, even though 6 was out. Yeah. And it's a different case for Sao Pi. Sao Pi has a really funny case, you could say. Sao Pi in Warriors Org 1 was voiced by Kim Strauss, but in Warriors Org 2, he's voiced by Doug Erholtz. And then some of his lines were mixed. Like his dialogue lines were clearly done by Doug Erholtz, but his grunts and his basic officer defeat lines, you hear Kim Strauss. Okay, let's beat more officers. Run.
Fall back! We must conserve our strength! After him! The real battle starts now!
Get ready! They won't defy us without a fight!
Hey, I defeated an officer!
Oh! You helped him out! Nice work!
That.
Hey, I defeated an officer!
Shujinko sounds so happy after killing an officer. Yeah. That sounds like how Broly was handled after they replaced him with Johnny. Pretty much. Alright, let's finish this battle. Shushan. And a lieutenant. Perfect. And a supply captain. Even more perfect.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
Yeah, hello, Amir. Only 9 or 11. I think Diao-chan and Lubu are playable.
Even one with poor vision could spot an ambush here.
Retreat! It's too early for us to surrender just yet.
After them! Our victory is near!
That's why I said I'm not sold with Dynasty Warriors Origins after what I saw in TGS.
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
Right, time to finish Sun Quan.
They're here. We must not give in to their advance.
Maybe, but even that is too low.
Retreat! It's too early for us to surrender just yet.
After them!
What do you mean,
Our
too low?
victory is near!
Hey, I defeated an officer.
As I said as well, I don't really like how musou attacks
Now
work,
we know where the enemy is hiding.
or like what was
Hey,
presented
I
as the
defeated
musou
an
attacks
officer.
in the showcase.
Hey, I defeated an officer. Hey, I defeated
There you
an
go.
officer.
I mean the roster, but yeah, I agree overall. Yeah, the roster, like, they really want you to play
This
Shujinko,
victory is a result of our desire and dedication.
and most of the existing characters are nothing more than unique NPCs. Do you think this combat looked like Dynasty Warriors 9? Not necessarily, but I feel like the combat was designed in a way where it focused more on one-on-one boss fights. Again, the combat is low-key Soulsborne-like combat, and I've said it before that I'm not really a big fan of it because this kind of combat is not why I play Dynasty Warriors games. This is another instance, in my opinion, where Koei or an Omega Force is trying to chase a trend and put that certain trend in a game where I don't think it belongs, like how they tried to put open world in Dynasty Warriors 9 and then it's just a jumbled mess. That's a good point, because I've seen so many people say, oh, I think Dynasty Warriors should have a Souls-like combat. No, I don't think Dynasty Warriors should have a Souls-like combat. They're two completely different games by design. If you ever play Sengoku Basara, again, if you want to apply something, if you want to apply a certain mechanic in a Dynasty Wars game, do something like Sengoku Basara. Apply Devil May Cry combo, like stylish gameplay, because the main attraction for a Dynasty Wars game is always the fast pace, is always the combat itself. So Koei, in my opinion, should focus on that aspect, which is why I always consider Sengoku Basara really highly. Capcom knows for a fact when they made Sengoku Basara, these kind of games are not for the difficulty. They're not for the the challenge, right? They're not for the difficulty. These games are for the gameplay, the combat, so that you can immerse yourself. Like, they're high-speed, fast action gameplay, right? That's why, easy to pick. It's easy to pick, fast-paced, action fun. That's why we play Warriors games, right? So having a somewhat slow-paced, one-on-one combat mechanics of a Soulsborne game it just doesn't, like, it's not the place for a Warriors game. Now again, I could be wrong. When we actually when we actually play Dynasty Warriors Origins, maybe Omega Force could work it out, right? Could work it out. But from what I've seen so far, and consider I'm not playing Dynasty Warriors Origins, like, I haven't tried Dynasty Warriors Origins, I can only evaluate them from what I've seen in TGS. Koei implementing the Neo flavor, or in Dynasty Warriors Origins, or the Wulong, the Wulong flavor of Dynasty Warriors Origins. Again, I'm not vibing with it, and like I said, I don't want to kill the hype. I don't want to kill the hype. I don't want to discourage people to not get excited for Dynasty Warriors Origins. But at the same time, I'm not really hyped for Dynasty Warriors Origins after what I see. I'm not sold, and I do say that we should not put our expectations too high in Dynasty Warriors Origins, considering the last 3 main Warriors games did not perform as well as we want to, whether it's Dynasty Warriors 9, Dynasty Warriors Origin 4, and Summer Wars 5.
You were really quite impressive out there. Definitely worthy.
No, it's okay. They've killed the hype for me already. I won't pre-order. No, and yeah, Amir, I encourage people, do not pre-order Dynasty Warriors Origins, especially like from what we have seen in the TGS showcase. Don't pre-order the game. Don't buy it day one, especially when it's $70 to $80. Like, I am not spending. Considering Koei loves to overprice their games, I am not spending $70 or $80 on Dynasty Warriors Origins after what we saw in TGS. Oh, another Silver Stallion, but it's heavy. Nah, I got something better. Yeah, the Rod, Wolf Claw. Replace that with the General Sword. But you want to know what would make my neurons activated? If Capcom, out of the blue, announced a new Sengoku Basara game, and I don't mean Sengoku Basara on mobile, I don't mean Sengoku Basara Gacha, I don't mean any of those bullshit, an actual proper Sengoku Basara game on console and PC, I'd be down for that. I would be more excited for that. And now, yeah, you can say, oh, I'm just a Sengoku Basara fanboy. I mean, in a way I am. I mean, I'm also a Dynasty Wars fanboy, but considering Dynasty and Summer Warriors did not perform as I want to for the last 3 games over the last 5 years, so yeah, my excitement for Dynasty Warriors has went down. Man, the Capcom TGS was really bad, except for Wilds. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is their big game that's going to be showcased, because it's one of their big 3. It's what people are excited for in terms of Capcom. Yeah, that would be great too. I like Sengoku Basara. Oh, Sengoku Basara is, again, it's not perfect, but Sengoku Basara to me did more right than wrong. In terms of the series, Sengoku Basara is a lot more consistent than Dynasty and Summer Warriors. Okay, let's see. Fire attack. Yeah, let's use rations. They did announce for Ace Attorney later, though, so that is interesting. For me, if Capcom doesn't have any new game for Sengoku Basara, which I expect they don't have anything going on for Sengoku Basara, at least I would love for a re-release of Sengoku Basara on Steam and Nintendo Switch. Like, translate those games in English. I'd gladly pay money for a Sengoku Basara HD collection. Or an HD collection, Sengoku Basara 3 Utage and Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi in English sub on Steam. Gladly pay money. We have Devil May Cry HD collection in Steam. I don't know. I would love for a Sengoku Basara HD collection. And for Dynasty, okay. I do want to talk about this as well in terms of remaster and remakes. You notice that since 2020, we are living in an age of comebacks and remakes and remasters, right? Like 2020, we've seen so many remakes, so many comebacks, so many remasters of older video game titles. I joke with a friend saying, hey, the 90s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s call. They want their decade back. So yeah, I feel like when it comes to Koei and Capcom, Dynasty, Samurai Warriors, Warriors Origins, and Capcom Sengoku Basara, I would love for these games to come out on PC. Now let's talk about Koei Warriors games on PC. Now we have, I'm talking mainly Dynasty, Samurai, and Origin games. On Steam, let's look at the games that we have on Steam. We got Dynasty Warriors 7 Xtreme Legends. We got Dynasty Warriors 8 Xtreme Legends. We got Dynasty Warriors 7 Xtreme Legends Definitive Edition. We got Dynasty Warriors 8 Xtreme Legends Complete Edition. We got Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. We got Dynasty Warriors 9. We got Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. That's for the Dynasty Warriors games. For the Samurai Warriors games, we have Samurai Warriors 4 DX, Samurai Warriors 4 2, Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada, and Samurai Warriors 5. For Warriors Origins, we have Warriors Origins 3 Ultimate Definitive Edition, and we have Warriors Origins 4 Ultimate. Now, well, you can count the Warriors All-Stars Warriors Origins. I don't really count that game as an Origins game. Now, there are multiple Warriors games on PC that are not on Steam. Dynasty Warriors 4 Hyper. We have Dynasty Warriors 5 Special, or Shin Sangoku Musou 4 Special. We have Samurai Warriors 2 on PC. We have Dynasty Warriors 6 on PC, right? Now, we also have Warriors Origins 1 on PC and Warriors Origins Z. I would love, considering they already have a PC version, I would love for Koei to put them on Steam. Put Dynasty Warriors 4 Hyper on Steam. Put Dynasty Warriors 5. And now Shin Sangoku Musou 4 Special was only in Japanese, but so was Dynasty Warriors 7, right? Dynasty Warriors 7 on PC was only in Japanese until 2018. They re-released that game on Steam with English dub and English sub. Released Dynasty Warriors 5 Special on Steam with the English dub and the English with full English translation. You got the voice clip from clips from Dynasty Warriors 5. Use it, and it's basically Dynasty Warriors 5 Xbox 360 version, but on PC. I would love for that game to be on Steam. Re-release Dynasty Warriors 6 on Steam. I know Dynasty Warriors 6 doesn't have the best reputation, but I wouldn't mind to get that game on Steam. Release Samurai Warriors 2 on Steam. Now, PC version of Samurai Warriors 2 is only the vanilla version. We don't have the Xtreme Legends, unfortunately, for PC. Then have a Samurai Warriors, like, if I want to see a Samurai Warriors 2 on PC, I would love for Koei to re-release the HD version of on the PS3 to PC, to Steam. Release Samurai Warriors 2 Xtreme Legends Samurai Warriors 2 Xtreme Legends Complete Edition HD version from the PS3 to Steam. With the English dub, of course. Dynasty Warriors 3, yeah. Release these games on PC. Like, release these games on Steam. The community would gladly pay money for that, right? I would gladly pay money for a Dynasty Warriors 5 Special on PC or on Steam. Release the Japanese exclusives as well on Steam. I would gladly pay money for Warriors RGZ on Steam with English sub. You don't need to dub the game, just sub the game. Warriors RGZ on Steam, take my money, Koei. Samurai Warriors 3Z on Steam. No need to English dub, just English sub. I'd buy that. You know, I'd buy that for $1. No, not $1. If you want to charge $30, $30 to $40, fine. I'll gladly pay. Sorry, I'll gladly pay $30 to $40 for Samurai Warriors 3Z or Warriors RGZ. If a Dynasty, I don't care for Dynasty Warriors 2. At least the machine is impartial and doesn't inject their feelings or politics into things. We don't have PS2 era Warriors games on Steam or modern consoles, which is a shame. Yeah. Like, I wasn't too crazy of remaking or remastering Dynasty Wars 3, 4, and 5. I feel like, personally, that ship has kind of sailed. But if Koei wants to have easy money or appease the community the best way as possible, re-release these games on PC. We have somewhere like they shadow dropped Samurai Wars 4 DX on Steam, and I've been enjoying that game a lot. I wouldn't mind a remaster though. Again, though I'm not too big of an idea of remaking older Dynasty Wars game, but a remaster and re-release, I'm fine with that. Do it. People love these games, including myself. I gladly pay money for it. I'm more open, and in fact, I'm a lot more open to remastering the Japanese exclusive games on Steam with English sub. Warriors RGZ and Samurai Warriors 3Z comes into mind. And bring all the Empires games as well. DW5 Empires, 6 Empires, 7 Empires on Steam. Bring Samurai Warriors 2, 3, and 4 Empires on Steam. Again, Koei can easily make good money by re-releasing their console-exclusive Warriors games to Steam. That's just how I see it. And again, from a player's perspective, I'd gladly pay money for those.
Wu, just how long do you wish to torment us with your relentless attacks and cowardly plots?
DW3 Empires.
We tire
It
of
doesn't
your
exist.
interference in our plans for peace. If people are to interfere with our ambitions, then we shall rise above this chaos and strike down Wu at Yiling in order to build our world of virtue.
We have been entrusted with the task of eliminating the enemy commander. Everyone, we must overcome the enemy resistance and complete our mission. The enemy has strengthened its defenses around its perimeter and is on high alert. It will be difficult to increase our surveillance on the enemy camp. This battle could easily be won with a fire attack.
Yeah, I can do the fire attack, Machao. Leave it to me. Let's see. Chief victory, enemy KOs, and officer KOs. If they were to remaster 3, I would recommending them using the models from Dynasty Wars 8 or 3 characters. Oh, yeah, absolutely. On the Dynasty Wars 3 characters, absolutely, Meaty Spag, absolutely.
All right, everybody.
Here comes the
follow me.
best stealing theme. Fate corrodes me. Like, if I was a WWE wrestler, this is my heel theme.
We must hold them off.
Yeah, this is Liu Bei's heel turn theme.
Hey, I defeated an officer. Hey, I
What's the mission again? Enemy KOs. Oh, okay, simple enough. Hello, Isaac. Welcome to the stream. Playing some Destiny mode. But yeah, Streets of Rage 1 does have a heel turn ending. You are the boss now.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
Speaking of Streets of Rage, I can't wait to meet Yuzo Koshiro at the end of the month, late October. I hope I can make. I hope I can attend Indonesia Game Expo. I already bought a ticket for it.
Launch a fire attack.
I see what you did with the name of the protagonist. I mean, Shujinko, like I said, Shujinko means protagonist in Japanese, in literal terms, Isaac. So if you ever play Mortal Kombat and you see the character Shujinko, his name literally means protagonist.
This belongs to us now.
Lu Xun is the commander, as expected. Exactly. Oh, Yao Hua is dead.
Gaining courage in certain defeat is an exercise in futility. Fall back.
Follow me. We cannot let them escape this time.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
I mean, to be fair to non-Japanese speakers, it probably does sound like a foreign name. Yeah.
I have taken the enemy base.
I only knew that when I found out on the internet that Shujinko literally means protagonist. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now is the perfect opportunity to launch a fire attack.
Yeah, you and me both, MediaSpec. I wish we got Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice.
The base belongs to us now.
Because that was the planned sequel for Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Now we know where the enemy is hiding.
Well, that's good for you, Isaac. You're super hyped. That's good for you. I've said my piece already. I'm not sold. Like, there are things that excite me, but the gameplay does not do it for me. Not a lot of people understand the meme. Ziluan, yeah, that's what he's referred to. Ziluan. Or Ziluan, I think. I can't pronounce Chinese.
Like they've arrived. Let's go and greet them.
Well, I could have been, because I used to learn Chinese, but a long time ago when I was in high school. Ziluan, I think that's how you pronounce his name. But I like Shujinko better. It's a little bit more familiar to pronounce. And as I said, Shujinko is voiced by Jun Fukuyama, who voiced Lelouch, and Hideaki in Seigo Basara.
Hey, I defeated an officer. Hey, I defeated an officer.
Shujinko sounds funny. Well, not really funny. It's just more familiar for me to pronounce.
Now is the perfect opportunity to launch a fire attack.
I hate to admit it, but that was impressive.
We've managed to locate the enemy base.
Hideaki, yeah. Shujinko's. Oh, you mean the voice? Yeah. Shujinko's voice actor is Hideaki from Seigo Basara. Apparently, that's what I read. Let's see. Officer KO. All right, now let's take a revolution.
Now we know where the enemy is hiding. Now we know where the enemy is hiding. I defeated an officer.
By the way, PCSX 2 has been going surprisingly well since I got the controller I needed. It seems to run just as fine as it would on an actual PS2. Great! I'm really happy that PCSX 2 works on your end. You can now experience a lot of games that are difficult to find as well. That's one of the beauties of emulator for me. I can experience so many games that it's almost like that are super rare to find. Just find an ISO or ROM file, and then there you go. You can play the game and experience it. Also, are you gonna watch day 2 of TGS? Depends. Depends on, are there any interesting showcases on day 2? There was one showcase that sadly I missed because I was at work. I kind of want to see the Double Dragon showcase, the new Double Dragon game. What's it called again? Double Dragon Revive. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see the showcase for Double Dragon Revive because I'm a beat 'em up guy, and unfortunately I wasn't able to watch the Arxis showcase.
Here. Take my horse.
Oh, we got a horse.
I'm going to show you how the warriors of Liang fight. I know that this skill will prove as important to you as your own flesh and blood.
Well, let's use volley. It feels so good to have the power to play any PS2 game I want. Super glad I downloaded PCSX2. Yeah, PCSX2 works perfectly like a charm. Can't wait to betray Ma Chao. I'm definitely going to try out other emulators like Zemu. Xbox emulators, unfortunately, are not very stable.
And welcome their people into the
I usually, Nintendo emulators, on the other hand, are super stable.
These people pride themselves on their strong spirit and sense of unity, and are sure to put up a strong resistance.
Our orders are to capture the enemy base. Its mere presence is a threat to our military efforts.
Alright, let's skip that. Day 2 is Aniplex, Sega Atlas, Square Enix, Infold Games, and Hype Japan. Maybe for Square Enix, I'm interested. But I don't own an Xbox myself, unlike some Nintendo console. Understandable. But I'm just saying, Xbox emulators are a little bit janky. Yeah, I really wanted to play Xbox 360 emulator, Xania. I really want to experience Summer Warriors 2 in HD and Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires of that version. I also wanted to play Tenchu Z so bad, because I've never experienced them. Okay, let's see. Take supply back. Sorry, take supply base. Officer KO and enemy KO. I'm gonna fight Menghuo.
All right, everybody, follow me.
Little did Ma Chao know, Shujinko is secretly Wang Yi's husband. What? Indeed. Yeah, Dead or Alive games were Xbox exclusive. Dead or Alive 3 and 4, especially.
Hey, I defeated an officer. I defeated an officer.
Explain. I'm just, fooling around.
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
Alright, Ewing. There's an enemy officer nearby. Yeah, hello, Masu. Yeah, exactly. 3 Ultimate versions, Xtreme 1, Xtreme 2, and 4 were all Xbox exclusives. Now, you really have a very cultured gaming collection there. Or gaming preference, you could say. Dead or Alive is a fighting game for the culture. I don't mind it. I'm a cultured man myself. I played Dead or Alive Xtreme for the plot and for the gameplay
We have no choice.
and for the story.
Hey, I defeated an officer.
This is still my favorite non-mon theme, and probably my favorite non-mon stage. Dynasty Wars 3 and 4 non-mon stage are absolutely annoying. I like the fact that you can skip non-mon in Dynasty Wars 4, but I hate playing non-mon in Dynasty Wars 3. And this music as well screams Crash Bandicoot for me. Oh, you just want to play more fighting games? That's good. I'm getting into fighting games as well. Xtreme, well, Xtreme is not a fighting game as far as I'm concerned. It's a beach volleyball game.
Now is the perfect opportunity to launch a fire attack.
Yeah, I hate playing Meng Huo times.
Impressive. That was more than I could ever ask for.
This is a strategic point for the enemy's plans.
With this information, we can hit the enemy where it hurts most. It is time to make our move. We shall wipe out the enemy.
The base belongs to us now. Even one with poor vision could spot an ambush here.
On the upside, he did give you quit for you upgrades. Yep.
Let's go and greet them.
Dong Tuna. What a name.
Hey, I defeated an officer. I defeated an officer! Hey! I defeated an officer!
The enemy is coming. Let us go and greet them warmly.
Hey! I defeated an officer!
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
Looks like they've arrived. Let's go and greet them.
What's the other objective? 170 KOs. Alright. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. I might not betray Ma Chao, honestly. I might stay with Chu. I gotta feel bad for betraying Ma Chao now.
I defeated an officer!
We have no choice.
What's the condition for victory? Oh, capture the base.
After them! Our victory is near!
Hey! I defeated an officer!
Now is the perfect opportunity to launch a fire attack.
Alright, got 170 KOs. Now to finish the battle.
The base belongs to us now.
This victory is a result of our desire and dedication.
Up! Afraid to capture a supply base. Oh well.
You were really quite impressive out there. Here, take my horse. I'm going...
Oh, we got Prime Minister rope. Nice. A letter has been delivered to Shujinko. I've been waiting for you. Now is the perfect time for you to defect. In this next battle, I want you to rebel and destroy their ranks from within. There is no room for regret. Understand? I actually found DO3 Ultimate 1 and 2 and Xtreme on the Internet Archive, so I don't even need to look very far to find the ROMs, lol. The letter is from Cao Cao asking you to defect, and there's a you may choose to defect in the next battle. I don't think I'm gonna defect. I feel bad for defecting right now. Hey, Puffer, I gotta eat dinner. I gotta go and eat dinner. See you later. Have a nice stream. Alright, Tahu. Thanks for joining. Bye. I'll see you later. And the strategist rope. Sorry, the strategist rope. Let's wear green. Well, let's wear white instead. Yeah, I wanna be a strategist. I wanna play 4D chess right now with Cao Cao.
We must head to the final battle with Wei at Wuzhang Plains. I am proud to have fought alongside each.
Oh, this is the final battle? Okay, if it's the final battle, let's not use the robe. Yeah, it's stage 8 already. Let's go full green as a shoe officer. Nah, let's just keep it purple. On second thought. Saren! Out there, but howdy there, buddy. Been a while. And as a strategist, you get to talk slow to other people like Zhuge Liang. Honestly, the way you type it, Saren, you're not talking like Zhuge Liang, you're talking like Wei Yan.
We must head to the final battle with Wei at Wuzhang Plains.
Slow to other people like Zhuge Liang.
Virtue. If we can control this battle, this era of pain and suffering shall finally come to an end. Prepare to march. Together, we shall overcome this time of chaos.
We have been entrusted with the task of eliminating the enemy commander.
Talk slow.
Everyone, we
Need
must overcome the enemy resistance and complete our mission.
So, Saren, are you excited for the Yakuza game?
Is stationing a number of ambush troops throughout the area. The cowards. We must take care not to fall for their trap. It is going to take all of our strength and resources to win this battle.
Strategists live in slow motion. No, I'm not gonna use Betrayal. For which game? I have so much coming out between October and November.
Everybody,
the new Yakuza game featuring Samoa Joe. The Majima pirate game. Yeah, that's it. Yakuza Pirates of Hawaii. Featuring Samoa Joe. Yeah, Majima finally has his own game.
Now is the perfect opportunity to launch a fire attack. The base belongs to us now.
You want this land? Then come and take it from me.
We've managed to locate the enemy base.
Pangda and Shahuba. Oh, damn, the damage. Pang did.
I defeated an officer!
Fall back. Sometimes retreat is the best option in battle. After them! Our victory is near! Ah, we must retreat!
Already have it
However, we
pre-ordered,
shall return!
which I had doing, but come on, Yakuza. You're excited for anything coming out. Oh, for me, I got Wukong. I'm playing Wukong right now. I would love to get Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 16. What else? God of War Ragnarok on Steam. Those games have come out, but I haven't have the budget to get those games. Same goes with Mortal Kombat Chaos Reign, the new DLC for Mortal Kombat 1. I would love to get that game. Yakuza 0 is basically his game too. Kiryu's side of the story was cool, but not as interesting as Majima.
You're not getting away with that information on our camp.
I would love for the
That should do it.
Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise game to be on Steam. I don't know why that game is not on Steam. And also, if RGG is cooking, give me a City Hunter Yakuza game. I'd pay money for that.
I hate to admit, but we must retreat for now.
Let's go. Chase down and destroy the enemy.
We've managed to locate the enemy base.
I heard that. What the fuck is... Yeah, my wallet is unhealthy because all of these games. A TMNT Shredder's Revenge got another DLC. They shadow drop a new DLC for TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Like, it was totally unexpected. Yeah, I'm a shoe officer now. Fuck way.
Now is the perfect time. What are you waiting for?
Fall back for now. Hurry, before we're surrounded.
After them! Our victory is near!
Hey, I defeated an officer!
I haven't tried the new characters for TMNT.
defeated an officer.
Yeah, wall too dry. Exactly. Same goes with me.
I want you all to hand out provisions after helping the wounded.
Only that strength could be mine.
New Atlas JRPG will arrive. Or coming out in this October. What game is that, Saren? Metaphor Re-Fantasio. So many good RPG remakes is coming out. Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Like we're living in the best timeline when it comes to video games.
The base belongs to us now.
Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, that's a good game. I haven't played the previous one, Zelda. A Link to the. I think it was a Link to the Past, the one with the chibi models. Japan needs to slow down. Yeah. I said it in before, Saren. The 2020s have been a decade of comebacks, remasters, and nostalgia. It's like the 80s, 90s, and 2000s called. They want their decade back. Or they want their decades back. Oh, Link's Awakening. Yeah, sorry, not A Link to the Past. Link's Awakening.
Now we know where the enemy is hiding.
The messenger.
We must retreat! However, we shall return! After them, we shall crush the enemy's spirit!
Hey, I defeated an officer! Hey, I defeated an officer! Hey, I defeated an officer!
Oh yeah, Sonic Superstars is a good game, Saren. We can try and play co-op with that game. I'm really liking Sonic Superstars. That will be a fun time playing with friends. Especially 4 players.
We shall deal with you ourselves.
Simajao.
Still got a long way to go. Rest for now.
Hey, I defeated an officer!
You haven't played enough Sonic? You do want to play more? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of good new Sonic games, especially Sonic Superstars, considering they have the classic approach of Sonic. You might want to start there.
Hey, I defeated an officer!
That should do it. Now, on to the next task.
Here I
Well, it's like a modern take of the classic Sonic, series. I'm not saying it's a full classic Sonic, but it's a modern take of the classic Sonic. Or you could maybe start with Sonic Frontiers. I heard a lot of good things about that. And also, hello, Jason. Good to see you here again.
I defeated an officer. Hey, I defeated an officer.
I tried Mania. It was okay.
I defeated an officer.
Alright, only Saupi's left. Your father wanted me to betray Ma Chao. And now I'm betraying your father. Haha, I'm playing 4D chess on your father. I did a double heel turn on your daddy. No, it's not Shujinko from Mortal Kombat. It's Shujinko from Origins. Like I said, Shujinko literally means protagonist in Japanese.
This is a strategic point for the enemy's plans.
With this information, we can hit the enemy where it hurts most. It is time to make our move. We shall wipe out the enemy.
But to finish the Saupi or Cowpea, bovine urine.
Officer.
This victory is a result of our desire and dedication.
Chow Garden. Yeah, I didn't betray Ma Chao. But the adventure games mainly because it would be fun to mod them in the future.
What? So you were a servant of the enemy? I don't understand. However, I think you will prove useful in helping me realize my vision for the land.
How dare you use such cowardly tactics? You will pay for your deceit. If you wish to avoid my wrath, then you will go and work to redeem your pathetic existence.
Well, I still got a reward though. Oh, nice. Nunchucks. Yeah, Warriors won. I mean, at the end of the day, we won. What do you mean no outstanding merits? Like, really? I don't have outstanding merits after all that? That's pretty harsh. After all that, you considered Shujinko not pleb. Come on, man. That's just harsh. What, you're telling me that I should betray? Like, you're telling me that the game encourages betrayal? Matcha really dragged your name in the mud after at least one of some reason. Now let's put him in as an officer. Yeah, I should have sided with Cao Cao. Pleb, yeah. Oops. Yeah, after I choose loyalty to Ma Chao, I was considered a pleb. Lovely, isn't it? Dynasty Warriors 5 encourages betrayal, guys. Let that sink in. At least I got most of the outfits. I only need 2 more outfits. All right. I think that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I already maxed everyone in this game, so yeah. Okay. That's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That was a little fun chill stream, and while we talk about Dynasty Warriors Origins, and playing this game again, like Dynasty Warriors 5 Xtreme Legends is still a special game for me. I have a soft spot for this game forever. It's the second favorite Dynasty Wars game, next to Dynasty Wars 8. So, yeah, I've said everything I need to say after Dynasty Wars Origins, and I hope you are all entertained. You are all have fun with the stream. Next streams, I'm probably gonna play some. Next streams, I'm going to play some maybe classic PS1 game because we are classic PS1 games because we are on the 30th anniversary of PlayStation 1, or maybe some Streets of Rage game to celebrate Yuzo Koshiro's arrival in October. We'll see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to my second channel, subscribe to my second channel, Party People for playthroughs. I'm uploading Tenchu Faithful Shadows gameplay over there. Join the Discord server if you want to hang out with the community. Until then, thank you all so much. I'll see you guys next time.